Hello and welcome to OP12 Things, and today I want to talk about OP12 Shanks post-ban list. This is the list I have been using for all of my games, and I think it's very strong going into the post-ban meta. Expecting, obviously, a decrease of the Blue-Purple Luffy matchup, but with an influx of Zoro and Kid and Rayleigh. Very strong decks. I will say, two things, mainly. These games were very good. These were all incredible games, and I'm actually really happy with how they turned out. I feel like it's quite rare I get games as good as these consistently, so I'm very happy to show these off for OP12. On the other hand, I have not been playing my best tonight. There are significant misplays in my games, and I don't think they're game-changing. I mean, it's small things, but it's just errors that I shouldn't be making. I do catch them and I point them out, so be wary of that. If it looks like I'm doing something wrong, I very potentially just am. I'm willing to admit that. Regardless, though, I would do the video. I think these games show off the Shanks OP12 tank matchups very well, especially ones I feel like are going to be relevant, and I'm really happy that they're ones that are going to be relevant. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and let's get on to the matches. Okay, here we have Kuzan. We're going to take second, because that's our ideal curve, especially relative to his. I really like this hand because we have a 9 cost. We're gonna go second. We're gonna go into a 4-drop. This on 6. This on 8. We have a Divine Departure to kind of weave in wherever you want to remove something. We're just gonna pass. So when I look at Kuzan, I think that late game is gonna be spamming a lot of AK bodies, right? However, he's also a blue deck. We're gonna take this hit just because it's blue deck. He's a blue deck, and this is relevant because blue decks have pudding. I cannot greedily take life into this. In fact, even if you drop the pudding on me next turn, I'd genuinely be kind of in trouble. However, one of the nice things we know about our hand is that we have these two. These 3 cards right here are basically a turn that we're not taking damage, which is great. That's what we want. However, let's see how big he swings here. They usually, I know he probably won't swing larger than 6 this turn because he wants to develop usually a Cavendish or a Marco if he's playing a PRBO2 list. Okay, we can go Zephyr. This is kind of weak in my opinion, because he's just putting this back to hand and not swinging at all. But it's removal board state, right? That's not bad. This does lead into the question though, next turn do we replay this, or do we develop a Yasop? And I'm actually of the opinion that I think I want to replay this. I think you're playing this is pretty strong. He trashes a Sakazuki and a Pudding. If he's trashing an AK body, we can infer that he likely has another one. Did he not? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he didn't use its effect. He's just playing a body. Okay, that's right. I got its on-play confused. In this position, I'm actually gonna take, I think, a Rush Shanks. I want more bosses, I feel like. And because he didn't kill our guy, I'm going to play Yasop. We're going to get Stop the Power. We're going to swing to 6, and then because this is a 6k and this is a 6k, I'm also going to swing this 6 at him. If I was still a 5k leader, I would probably opt to leave this active. He's either very bricked or has a very strong plan moving into these next turns. Interesting that he took both those hits. But because on this turn we know he's going to play about a 6-drop or a 7. Ooh, Borsalino, that's not common. We know that he's either going to play Kuzan or Sakazuki, right? And we know that he can't really punish us for being a 6k if he plays Kuzan or Sakazuki. Because he's going to swing even, right? We can just leader effect. However, this is a nice AK for us, so we can go into 9-cost Shanks next turn. And we might even develop an Uta. He did put Yasop back in our hand. A little unfortunate, but fair. And this does explain why he left this active. That makes a lot of sense now. I'm going to go Shanks, and we're going to go swing 7. I'm actually going to play this Uta, so next turn I can play the Shanks very reliably. I do believe he took that 7 too. Ooh. I don't know about that one, man. You have a lot of cards, but I'm going to start playing big guys. It's a little risky, I think. He could also just be bricked, for all I know. I mean, I don't imagine he doesn't have 3K counter in hand, but maybe he's lacking 2Ks. I don't know. Garp is fair. Garp makes sense. Is he gonna go Garp Aramaki? Trashes a Kuzan. That's debatable in my opinion. I feel like he should be playing Kuzan. Okay, he has another Kuzan. That's fair. He's gonna trash. What's he gonna trash for Kuzan? He could just be bricked, honestly. Oh, I get the feeling he leaves one active this turn. He's gonna trash Red Rock. Ooh, okay. So this might seem silly. However, I actually agree with this because if I drop a nut, he knows I have another boss, right? He knows I have this Rush Shanks. I'm going to Leader Effect and give him that Yasop. He already knows I have in hand. But when I drop Rush Shanks next turn, Red Rock is actually incredibly slow. So we're gonna go 5. This only removes one of our big bodies, right? It doesn't help him. I'm gonna go 12 to the 7K, just to hopefully remove it. He might counter with like a Pheasant Peck and a 2K, which is unavoidable, right? But I don't feel the need to pressure life more. Honestly, maybe I could have, but I don't know. This could have been at lead. He kind of has to counter it regardless. Yeah, this probably should have been at leader, actually. That's my fault, that's my fault. He'll buff this to 11 and give us a 2K afterwards. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably a misplay on my part. However, we do have a very threatening board state. If he does not have... See, the thing is, he kind of needs a Red Rock here, but also Red Rock's not very strong for him. Because it still does leave us with one big body that we can kind of go for lethal with next turn. Speaking of next turn, I think, yes, Red Rock's fair. He had 2 of them, which makes sense why he trashed the 1. He's also running low on cards, though. 6 is not that many for Kuzan. His 4 Dawn, realistically, he needs to leave probably, like, at least 2 up. I don't think he can really safely get away with it, leaving only 1 out. That's interesting. I'll take, because I have a lot of life. That's not very useful. I'm gonna go down to 2 here. I don't know what he's planning. But I'll block this swing. Then I can Leader Effect, and we will give him our Lucky Row. I'm gonna start with an Uta here to maybe try to find another 9-cost Shanks. Yeah. And then we can go play this. I'll go 7 at lead. I figure he's gonna Pheasant Peck out of this swing. Most likely. Yeah. So next turn, he's kind of incentivized to go for lethal, I feel. So this swing could be at life, right? But because he's threatening already, I'm actually tempted to just go like 8 here, or 10 here. Because if he didn't give me 2K, 1K for the 7... Okay, he still has it. That's fine. We have counter in hand. Next turn, we're looking pretty good for lethal. We have Lime Juice, who plays a Chump Blocker, which I think he's dead. He's running Maynard, right? You showed us Maynard? Yeah, there he is. So he's running at least 1 Chump Blocker. He's only at 4 cards in hand. I'll be honest, this game was deceptively hard. I was not expecting. After he took those first few life, I thought this would be a lot simpler, but I'm guessing he was just kind of bricked early on. This has been a very good game. So, he's gonna play Kuzan. Okay. I think this is a little slow. That's not gonna happen, good sir. We'll get value out of Igloo this turn. We'll go +3, -2. That's 6. And then I will simply give him a 2K. And we should just have guaranteed lethal here. 11 is just a math swing that goes through. And then this is a little overkill. And GG's. That went pretty smoothly. Oh, I think that 12K probably should have been at leader instead of the Borsellino. That's completely just my misplay. But otherwise, that felt pretty smooth. This 10 cost Shanks would have been nice to see. I do definitely prefer the KO Shanks to the Rush Shanks. That's somewhere near the bottom down here. But I think they're both very strong. Bosses in general are very strong for this matchup. Kuzan tends to fall when they're a body behind. If they can't, if you can, once you have 2 bosses on the field, they can't reliably remove both of them because our 10K and 12Ks are bigger than their 8Ks, right? That's just the simplicity of it. But yeah, GG's, and I think we can move on. Alright, here you have Yellow Kid. They took second, which is actually ideal for us. This hand's nice, because we have double 9-cost Shanks, so I'm actually going to keep. The reason I prefer going first in this matchup is because Kid very strongly plays on curve. So, in going 2-6, 7/8, 10, we actually avoid leader swings for the first majority of the game. This is a good hand. I'm going to swing a 7 just to leave like a bluff of Divine Departure or something early. He's not going to counter 7. He's definitely not going to counter an 8. That's fine. We'll get out of this free, and he'll play a Hawkins. I could swing 6 here. He didn't give this blocker. So I actually will swing 6. We'll just take, sure. Play Lucky Roo. It's very unlikely going to kill something. It's probably going to be an offensive Lucky Roo for the time being. But we'll see, we'll see. Give this one, put this one. I'm suspecting like a Kuma. It might be a Robin, but I feel like that's unlikely. Could also be Cavendish, I don't know. We'll take this one. Yeah, Kuma makes sense. Kuma's more likely. We're on 7, so we'll trash this, and we'll go 5. Am I worried about aggression this turn? Enough to leave this active? No. That's not a trigger I want him getting value out of. Ooh, that's a trigger he wants to get value out of. Interesting. I'll go leader plus we'll get Fongo here. I think Uto's just gonna be better. It's not really a matter of what I think. What did he put on top? Added 8 cost kit, that's fine. We can take. In this position, we're gonna go 9 cost Shanks. And I want to play this next turn, because it can't be removed by Kid very well. So I'm actually going to leave... I'm going to play this Uta this turn, so I have the defensive value. And I'm going to... I think... We're gonna hit this Kuma. Yep. 1 R7 Akuma. You can let it go to heal, which is annoying, but it is what it is. He's gonna do that. We'll just pass. He is running low on cards already, which is a good sign for us. If he's running Slam Gibson, which I don't know if Yellow Kid does run Slam Gibson. I don't feel like they do. We could be in a bad spot, but I think we're okay for the time being. If we use our Divine Departure here, we should have the counter in hand and the blockers to go big guy next turn. does this do? So it only gets rested on the leader. If he plays another one of these, he can go like 799, which is kind of rough, honestly. If he plays like if he plays like an 8-cost kid here, he could also just be out of top end. That's obviously never going to happen, right? This is smart that he's swinging our Beckman and not our life, because we obviously have Divine Departure open. How important is this body to me? I think I can give a blocker for it, so we'll give a Yasop here, and when this swings, we can block with Lucky Roo and pop this Loopy. It is what it is, right? He trashes Shanks from life. He cannot give anything blocker this turn, which is important, so we'll play this. We murder this guy. We attempt to kill him. Sweet. And we attempt to kill him. That's solid for us. Do I swing here? We've pretty much won board by now. So if this is like a trigger, we could be in trouble, but I'm just going to do it. Yeah, that's fine. Worst thing there would have been Kikunojo, but I think we just win board from here. I don't need to take the swing. It's unnecessary. What's this all? What's all this time going to be for? Oh, Luffy. I see. Could he recover from this position, though? Absolutely. Like, do not count our opponent out here. He, again, cannot give this blocker, which is bad for him. We're going to search. Probably just grab a 2k here. Play this for cheap again. I don't super need to pressure life, so if he gives me counter for the swing, that's fine, because I can just soak this into it. We get this kid out of the way, right? Yeah. We'll go 7. That was a brick, so actually we'll just go another 7. And we'll go 12. We are very strongly threatening lethal next turn, but he could still play a law and heal and then give a blocker. He can play another kid here, which I don't think is super scary. He can't swing at me if he plays kid, and we can just Divine Departure it. It's like accept another blocker, and then we're in a good spot afterwards. Yellow Kid's probably, in my opinion, one of the scarier matchups coming out of the new post-ban OP12 meta. But I think it'll probably be fine. It's a scary deck because they can burn our life, so we lose a lot of our resources. But it's not the worst, I don't think. So the question remains here, do we go for lethal or no? Okay, we have 6 wins, right? We need 3 to get we need 4 to get through. We know one life's a brick. We know anything else about his hand. What did that Luffy search? That was our thing. Luffy searched Basil Hawkins. We have not seen yet, so we know he has a 1k in hand. If we swing... What are our best swings? 5 on Uta. So we have 9, 9, 9. We have a bunch of 9s. We can leave it down over Ravon. It doesn't really matter, right? We have a bunch of 9s. We can go 9, 9, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12. Is that good enough? I don't actually know. So he has effectively 6 cards to counter. We know one's a 1k. 9 is 2k, 2k, 1k. Did I math this out wrong? I totally did. Oh. Okay, so 7 is like 2k, 1k, right? And we're gonna go 9. Just 2k, 2k, 1k. And that gets him out of both of our swings. So actually, I think I prefer using Divine Departure to kill this. And he has Beige, which I forgot about. But that's fine. We can put that back in life. It's another swing we don't have to worry about, which is all I really care about at the moment. Because he's not going to get value out of replaying this, right? It doesn't matter. We had a very likely lethal, but I don't want to risk it. I also could play Lime Juice. I could still play Lime Juice, actually, if he counters us. Is that a smart pivot? I don't think so. Yeah, I messed up this turn pretty heavily. I probably should have played Lime Juice and just gone for it. That would have been a lot safer. This is a pretty tempting Lime Juice. Am I gambling, man? He has 2 bricks in hand. He has a 1k in hand. If I go 13, he has to give me... These all have to be 2ks if I go 13. Sweet. No, he had it. No, he didn't. He was 1k off. I see. Yeah. This entire tour was kind of a misplay. I should have definitely started with Lime Juice. I wish I could pull it back, but if we skip Divine Departure and we Lime Juice the beige in the first place, which I definitely should have done, he just has the Kid blocker and then the 2 life, and then our lethal is pretty guaranteed because we still have, what, 7 Dawn, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go 7, 7, 9. That's... I don't know. Actually, maybe not that. Maybe that wouldn't have gone through. Him having a handful of counters is kind of scary. Granted, if he had blocked sooner, our Lucky Root plan definitely would have worked. Well, yeah, it would have worked because of Zeus. Because he can't Zeus the Lucky Root early. And if he does, we just pop Kiku and he loses a swing anyway. I misplayed towards the end there, but still, GG's. I think I could have played that in game a little better. But, yeah. Let's move on. Alright, here we have Rayleigh. I've practiced a lot into Rayleigh. We're gonna take second. This matchup, pretty simple. Double Lucky Root is great. Search Event's also nice. 9-cost Shanks is good late game. Another just bulk 2k. This is pretty much the scariest card for us to deal with. He gets a Conqueror's Hockey. 4-cost Shanks is good. Although I'm probably still going to opt for Lucky Root. Take a Beckman. Pass turn. Actually, interestingly, because of the nature of his curve, I'm actually going to play Shanks first. What's this? Yeah, big guys. Got it. We're going big swings this turn. Okay, we have a 2k. So I can just give it 1k here. We're fine. Just give it 1k here. Take another Lucky Root. That's fine. Do I want to go Lucky Root or do I want to go Shanks? How much do I care about this? We'll start with the 5-hit leader. This is hard. I'm gonna go Shanks. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. However, yeah. we'll go Shanks. Sure. Unblockable and Conk. We already know he had Conkers, so. Get Sanji. That's very fair. We get out of this swing for free. We get out of this. Oh, we get out of. We'll trash KO Shanks. And reduce. And then effect. Another one is good. We're going to go Lucky Root this turn, so we're just going to go... We'll go an easy 5 at life. I assume he takes it anyway. Yeah. I'll play Lucky Root. We'll leave 2 Dawn open for nothing, but he doesn't know that, right? If he's caught up, if he knows what kind of lists are running, he could be expecting Igloo. And if he's expecting Igloo now, he's going to know we have it later, right? Ooh, Mulligan's rough. Ooh, he's seeing a pretty good curve this game. We're gonna go into Beckman next turn with a swing at the Sanji, probably. We're gonna Beckman the Luffy either way. I'm going to... $1K this swing. And then next turn, yeah. And then this swing is fine. So I can pop Lucky Roo and kill him. Because we can't remove this character otherwise. Right? And we eat the 7. With Shaku, that's fine. I don't care about Shaku. With Shaku, that's even worse. I'll go... Beckman this. Does he ever save the Sanji? I don't think he saves the Sanji. He might. He has a lot of cards in hand. Although his deck is mostly 2Ks. Counterwise, no, he's not going to. Okay. Do I like 9-cost chains? I do like 9-cost chains, to be honest. Enough that I would grab 2 of them when I already have 2 bricks in hand, though? Not really. When I have 3 life? Maybe. We'll take it. Next turn, a 9-cost... Well, I don't know. Depends on how much board he wants to develop this turn. The problem is we're kind of bricking. So I might actually skip the 9-cost Shanks this turn, instead go for like a, like a Shanks and leave the 2 open for Big Blue or whatever. So he vents out, go down to our Conquers. That means he has 2 in hand, right? Yeah, he hasn't given me 1 yet. Conquers, can never doubt. Oa. On the 3rd Conquers. Okay, that's a little scary. This is what, a 6K swing? 6K, 7K? Yeah, this one. We'll eat the 7. Or 8, whatever. We'll eat the big swing. Yeah, I'm not going to go 9-cost here, so instead I'm going to opt for something a little bit slower. I could remove this with a... Actually, I can remove this with Beckman and just hold 2 for Igloo. Which I don't actually hate. I know his hand is like 3 Conquerors, Hockeys, and a Gum Gatling. Do I know anything else about it? No. Oh yeah, 3 Conquerors, Gum Gatling, and Unblockable, right? So... I can take Beckman here pretty safely. We can go 2. 5. We'll probably save this somehow. Gives us the unblockable. Interesting. 7. We Beckman the Luffy. We pass for Igloo. I think we should take in the 2K off the 9-cost Shanks, or instead of the 9-cost Shanks off the previous search. Was a misplay, I won't lie. Sure. So it's what, 3 Conquerors, this, and then... something else I don't know, maybe? No. Yep. That's rough. Oh, he's trying to kill me this turn? No, he's not trying to kill me this turn. Okay. So... Huh. Do we ever have lethal here? No, no way. Not with 2 Conquerors, Hockey's up. Because, like, this is a 3K and these are both 5Ks, and they're also plus 4K counter at least, right? We never have lethal here. If he has another unblockable, I think we're just cooked. How much kind do we have actually? We have 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We might be able to survive, honestly. I find it incredibly unlikely. Actually, we have... Okay. I need 4 Dawn, then I need 2 for Divines, then I just... That means I have 3 Dawn to swing with. If I go 8 for Kidding Killer. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, there's no way we kill anything, right? So I can still go... 6 of the Sanji. I still think we're... so this isn't a good... If the last card's unblockable, the last card's unblockable. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'll trash this to reduce here. And then do I block? If I give him counter and then he hits unblockable anyway, I'm cooked. This can swing 15 at me. I go 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I lose anyway. I have to just kind of gamble he doesn't have to be unblockable. And if he does, he does. And that is what it is. He played a strong game. There's not a lot I can do about it. How many Luffy's did he see? 1, 2, yeah, 2. Neither one of those is unblockable. We can pull this off, I think. And he swing 2 7s at me. 1, 2, 3. Oh crap, actually I think we get this, just barely. This is what, a 3K? Oh, he has the buff though. Oh, he has the buff. No, he has armament. Oh, we're so cooked. Oh, that's tragic, dude. That's tragic. That was a really good game though. We lost by 1K, and if I had taken the 2K earlier instead of the 9-cost Shanks, I could have won that. Yeah, this was an incredibly greedy take. This was awful. I shouldn't have taken that off the search. Yeah, that was completely my fault, but incredibly close game. Very well played by the opponent. I will give him that entirely. Amazing player. Dang. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, GG's. Just don't do what I did. These 9-cost Shanks. This was greedy. I think getting both, taking another one. They're nice to chain, but if they're running Kid Killer, I don't know if Kid Killer is like, I haven't seen a lot of the OP12 leader lists, honestly. I've just been kind of playing them by vibe. If they're running more Kid Killers nowadays, I think 9-cost Shanks might be a little much to try and mull for. Or not mull for, but just to pull off searches. Definitely prioritize 2Ks in events. But still, losing my 1K feels kind of rough. But yeah, let's get on to the next game. Okay, here we have Green Zoro, the obligatory Zoro matchup of the episode. It's a good hand. We have 2 top end. We have Lime Juice to stop a chump blocker late game. It'll probably use a 2K beforehand, but still. We have double searching. this is relatively ideal. If we can find our 4-cost Shanks, we're good. If not, this game could be a little rough, and we're relying on a little bit of luck, right? But it's fairly likely. Tashigi's good. Ooh, and Tashigi's rough. I think I'm gonna take Divine Departure here just for later. We'll like move our counter up, and then get no 4-cost Shanks this game, huh? I'll take a 2K then. That's really rough, actually. Ooh. I really hope he swings at me this turn, so this top life may or may not be the 4-cost Shanks we're looking for. Nikumamushi is fine, that's just a 2K. Okay, good, he's gonna swing. We'll take. That's not a Shanks. That's also not a Shanks. What do I want to do this turn, then? We can play Chopper, we can defend Chopper, but Chopper doesn't have a lot of value in this matchup. So I'm actually tempted to go 5-6. He can give us that Nikumamushi he found. Yep. We took a life, we went hand neutral. We did good. Place Tashigi here, that's fair. He's gonna murk my Uta. Yeah. There he is, that's awesome. We'll go for the Tashigi kill here, and we'll go 5 at lead. We're looking to go kind of late game with this hand. The only reason I didn't develop the Shanks this turn was because if he can Tashigi again, right? And that's where the main issue comes, is if he Tashigi's again, then I'm just in a really bad spot. This is not a good spot. He whiffs the Perona Search, that's a good sign for us. He does get a 4-drop. He's gonna play the 4-drop. We don't need to take the swing. So I will go this plus Yasop. We'll save Beckman to kill his Zoro. We can even do an extra search this turn. This is a very interesting card. It's basically just a vanilla that can't be killed in battle but slash characters. And I'm liking the addition of all these characters that are basically vanillas with some extra effect. It's a little bland flavor-wise, so you can let this Hiyori die. This is dead. Yeah. It's a little bland flavor-wise, but I think it's enjoyable overall. This kind of sucks, I won't lie. I'll take the 1K, I think. Maybe I'll take the Searcher. And we'll go into Beckman. Pass. This has been a very different Shanks game than I'm usually doing, just because of our absolute lack of early game. That's a very large swing. I'm going to take it. We'll go 9-cost Shanks into... Okay, we'll start with a 7K swing. So we're going to block this. He should block this. He doesn't block this. Interesting. Search. This is very tempting. This is incredibly tempting. This only protects Fiberless, right? So it doesn't protect Fiberless. I have a lot of top end already, and while I would prefer a KO Shanks to a Rush, I'm going to opt for a 2K. Again, do I ever want a 9-cost Shanks chain this turn, or do I just want to, like, Divine? I don't mind 9-cost Shanks chains. I'll take a 9-cost Shanks again. That also reveals minimal information about the hand for the moment. This probably gets blocked 2K'd. Yeah. Yeah, and he had to get a Tashigi anyway, so KO Shanks wouldn't have done a whole lot for us. We're in a very risky business here, I won't lie. We have a lot of counter, but it is like all 2Ks, which isn't the greatest. Yeah, missing the 4 cost on curve kind of hurts. It doesn't happen super often because we also are running searches for it, but it does happen. Yeah, that's gonna die. I can counter out of the swing, pretty relaxed because I just have so many 2Ks, and we're gonna probably play this again into the 4 cost. Ooh, we're definitely missing the 4 cost, and that means we'll start with. So we'll just go 7. He's sort of running low on cards in hand, and this enter doesn't have a lot of draw power, which is nice. But he could also just start taking life, which isn't nice. We'll go 10 here. Or some amount of counter, or a block. Yeah, a block is fine. This will pass. If he's running that low on counter in hand, I'm feeling pretty good to start like pushing for some kind of lethal next turn. Or that hurts. Yeah, he's going quite defensive. We'll just pop leader here. It loses a little bit of value because this can swing twice, but I don't know what this is going to swing twice at. That's going to die. That's fine. Does he want to swing here? I'll save it if he does. He's going to swing at life. Okay. That's very lucky. Why? We will go 2 at this. Okay. I will go 10. This almost certainly dies, I feel. Because like he can block 2k, he can block and sack, block in 2k, 1k, but we still have a 7 at it. Problem, he still has a very strong lethal next turn. Sure. We'll go 10 again. There's no way we kill it now. Well, actually, it's still pretty likely we kill it, actually, because I doubt he would rather, yeah. Well, actually, oh, no, there's no way we kill it, is there? Yeah. There's not really a better line than this, I don't think. I'll shoot the 7 anyway, but we'll just play the blocker. Pass. If he cannot kill us this turn, we're in a fine spot. But the chance he cannot kill us this turn is quite low. We haven't seen any igloos, right? We saw, I think, a couple in a search. I don't remember. It might have been an earlier game. However, if he doesn't kill us this turn, I do think we win. Just because he's so low on cards, right? I would do the math, but with the restand event, there's really no way for me to do that reliably. Honestly, I don't know, I'm actually not that worried here, I don't think. Um... 12? We're gonna reduce this. And then I just counter, don't I? Do I counter? Okay, wait, so This is restand event. So he swings 9 again. I don't want to block this because I don't want him attacking a character. He should have attacked a character first, but I get why he didn't. I think I let this go through. That's funny. That's why I was asking about Igloo a second ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. We have a lot of counter. This is like, what, 11k swing? Don't leave the 2 open. Unless he survives next turn somehow. And he's gonna go all in. We're going to give him 2 of these 2Ks we've had forever. Give him a back. There's no reason to swing this blocker here. This is mostly just trolling. We'll go 9. Granted, I think we have it anyway, but still. 11. This was an incredibly close game. I think you could have played it slightly better. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a Green Zoro player. I'm not good at this deck, genuinely. That sounds like a troll, because, like, obviously Green Zoro is, like, super easy to play. I am genuinely terrible at playing Green Zoro. Shanks is the only deck I have skill in besides Vivi, and I am highly specialized in these two. But, yeah, that was a very close game. I think he could have sequenced his lethal a bit better if he had gone Biter. But with how many 2Ks we had, because we were sitting on, like, what? We were sitting on... We didn't have this one. Yeah, we were sitting on 3 2Ks, a 1K, and a brick for this. I mean, we had plenty of counter. And between the 4-cost Shanks, sorry, and a brick for the 4-cost Shanks. Yeah, that was very close. I think, I don't know, could he have 10'd on? I don't know, maybe not, honestly. I think because we had just had a blocker and a life, we were getting out of that no matter what. He only had 2 swings out leader, and we were 7k. Yeah, we played that well. I think we recovered. If you see 4-cost Shanks earlier, it's an incredibly easy matchup, because you get the power reduction every turn. We had to take a lot of life early on. But, yeah, GG's, and let's move on. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and that's it. We had some really good games. I'm really happy with the Zoro and Kuzan matchup. Rayleigh and Kid I could have played a lot better, but regardless, it is what it is. I do want to say that with the release of the ban list, I'm really confident in Shanks' position in the meta. Although I think this list could maybe use some work. There's a couple ratios I want to change, maybe some new cards I want to try, I don't know yet. Well, we'll definitely see. I'm going to get somewhere. I'm probably going to try something new. But yeah, if you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below, or you can find me in the Shanks server. I'll link in the description. We're growing very rapidly, and that's where I hold all my resources, and people are constantly making new lists. So if you want to go see what everyone's making, go. Please. Enjoy yourself. And that's all for tonight, whatever time zone you're in. If you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.